My name is Tony Zork. I'm the CEO of Accounting Seed. I've been doing IT implementations for nearly 25 years. I'm also a certified public accountant. Top 8 reasons why IT implementations fail is what we're going to cover in this. But be mindful, IT implementations are very emotional because the world is chaotic and is changing all the time. And the last thing anyone wants to do at their job is change. They've just had enough of it. It's too hard. IT implementations get very emotional over that type of change, especially if someone's been working and in their mind, there's not really a need for change. There's a lot of reasons why IT implementations fail, but I've narrowed this into top 8. I'm also going to give you solutions as to how to overcome them because they are very overcomable. So number 8 is the project is just too big. And there's a really simple way around this. You break up the project into a couple week sprints. If the project's a 3-month, 6-month, 9-month project, it's got a big chance of being too big, and just focusing on smaller engagements where you have deliverables and they're concrete and you can tell if your team and the provider is meeting the deadline is very much the way to go. And then it's progressively iterable. You can stop the project if it's not a good fit. Number 7 is deficient features. It's when you need the software to work a certain way and it doesn't. And the best way around this is to really document your requirements early on. So that's where you write down in simple statements what you need the software to do. And if you go ahead and do that, there's a good chance you're not going to miss these requirements. So that's really a key thing that you can overcome. Number 6 is deprioritization, and that's totally controllable within your organization. That's when something else happens at the company and it takes precedence over this project and its project's put on hold as a result of that. I think every company has experienced this. It does happen from time to time, but you are largely in control of your priorities. You can set that. I always think when emergencies happen, in general, it's best to stick to the plan, and that's what you should do. Number 5 is that you do not have the adequate budget for the project. And we see this in 2 ways, on time and materials versus fixed price projects. Be aware of which side of the equation you're on as the buyer. Scope can be blown either way. From the get-go, build 20% more into your implementation budget as an allowance in case you need it. Number 4 is incompetence, and this is a difficult one. This is when the people doing the jobs are not really competent in doing that job. The best way around this is you start early with those requirements. You involve all the parties that are stakeholders in the project, and you ask them, why are they doing the things they're doing? When you start hearing things like, I don't know, it's always been done that way, or because Susie needs this report, you got a competence problem that's going to be flushed out in the middle of the IT implementation. You're better off flushing it out now. Number 3 is dysfunction, and that's when the organization doesn't work together because no one's empowered to make a decision. All the parties are frustrated that are involved in the process, and the best way through this is to choose one of the parties, empower them to make a decision, make sure they meet all the needs of everybody else, but at least someone is in charge, someone's taking control, and someone's able to make a decision. Number 2 is politics. Politics is when people in the company are trying to sabotage the project as a means for their own gain and make someone else look bad. And that's a difficult one. Upper management's got to be involved and get this team working together, but that is all within the control of the company as well. The number 1 reason why IT implementations fail is change management. What do we mean by that? That means I used to do my job in the software this way. I'm going to come over here and expect to do my job in the software the exact same way, and it never is the case. This is where lots of communication, good expectation setting, good project management, allowing time for things like user acceptance testing, and giving the time for the employees to really check out the system before you go live, and that can be addressed in that fashion. These are the top 8 reasons why IT implementations fail. Good news is most of it is in your control as a company. So go out and get them and have a successful IT implementation.